The 22nd July 2019 edition of Monday Night Raw promised the fans a Raw reunion as WWE Superstars from the past 30 years showed up to reconnect with the WWE Universe. Join us now as WrestleLamia looks at whether the Raw Reunion show delivered or whether it was just hype, some no-shows, and why WWE won't be planning another reunion show for a long time. But let's look at the good first. Number 1. John Cena returns. Now, he wasn't advertised for the show, but thankfully Cena managed to find time away from Hollywood to appear last night and open the show to a roaring ovation from the crowd. Longtime fans of John Cena often talk about how they miss his gangster thugonomics persona and the freestyle raps he spits at opponents during his promos. Sadly, that character seemed to be gone until WrestleMania 35, when he returned to Dis Elias and last night against the Usos. Cena's return was long enough to get a nice pop from the fans and to help remind the fans that while he spends most of his time in Hollywood, he hasn't forgotten where he started. Also, that Uso burn. Medics were certainly on call that night. Number 2. A night of 24/7 champions. The 24/7 rule continues to provide plenty of laughs for the WWE fans, and tonight's Raw Reunion show showed the unlikeliest champion yet as 78-year-old Pat Patterson defeated Drake Maverick for the belt. Maverick surprised R-Truth to win the belt after Maverick's wife Renee Michelle used a distraction. Not long after, the Boogeyman startled Maverick, leading to Patterson seizing the moment and the 24/7 championship. However, that was just the beginning as Pat's friend and former stooge from the Attitude Era, Gerald Briscoe, surprised Pat by pinning him for the 3 count. Well, at least we think he did since the title change happened off camera. Not to be outdone, WWE diva Kelly Kelly congratulated Briscoe, only to knee him in the groin and get the cover to become the first female 24/7 champion. It soon became Ladies' Night as the belt passed from Kelly Kelly to Candice Michelle, then to Hall of Famer Alundra Blaze. Add the $1 Million Man's purchase of the belt and Drake Maverick's subsequent recapture, and fans had to wonder whether R-Truth would show up. R-Truth certainly didn't disappoint, defeating Maverick to regain the belt and riding off in a limo with Maverick's wife. We're not sure how this is going to play out, but it seems as R-Truth is going to be the one to consummate the marriage with Maverick's wife. Number 3. Ric Flair has still got it. Even at age 70, the Nature Boy still knows how to deliver in the ring, and while we're glad he's hung up the tights for good, Ric Flair's mic skills still make us nostalgic for his glory days during the 70s, 80s and 90s. Ric Flair stepping out of a limousine by itself was enough to get fans excited, and the WWE incorporated Flair's presence into some off-screen antics for him that fit in perfectly with his playboy personality. Number 4. Lots of Easter eggs. It's been said that the devil's in the details, but the Raw Reunion included plenty of subtle things for fans to catch. Whether it was the Street Profits' Angelo Dawkins putting in eye drops after partying with Rob 420 Van Dam, Alundra Blaze preparing to throw the 24/7 championship into the garbage can, or the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase buying the belt from Blaze just as he did the WWF championship from Andre the Giant, this show featured things eagle-eyed fans could enjoy. Normally, the WWE is as subtle as a sledgehammer, but tonight's tidbits provided further hope that all is not lost with the WWE's creative department. Number 5. A showcase of stars. The Raw Reunion brought back memories of the Attitude Era, not only for the appearances by stars from that golden age such as Mick Foley and Stone Cold Steve Austin, but because tonight's show used the same formula as the Attitude Era. A mix of stars from curtain jerkers such as Ryder and Hawkins to main eventers such as Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. The WWE had so many guests tonight that the Raw Reunion could have been some star-studded mess. Instead, it featured some short but funny segments featuring past stars such as Santino Marella, Mark Henry and Melina, as well as the ones mentioned earlier along with today's stars. Number 6. Seth Rollins' promo. Seth Rollins is known for his excellent work in the ring, but he doesn't always get a chance to showcase his skills on the mic. Tonight he did, appearing on Miz TV and calling out Brock Lesnar as just a man, not a beast or a conqueror. Rollins saying he's the best of the best and calling out AJ Styles was a good way to build up Rollins' upcoming SummerSlam match against Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Now, if only the WWE does the right thing and put Rollins over Lesnar, cementing his nickname as the Beast Slayer. Number 7. RVD's surprise appearance. With Rob Van Dam currently working for Impact Wrestling, fans may have been surprised to see him show up for the Raw Reunion. However, PWInsider.com states that WWE was able to bring in Van Dam in after the whole effing show got Impact Management's permission. However, the WWE made sure he had written permission before bringing him in, as they didn't want to run in any legal snags. Number 8. Starting and ending on a high note. No, we're not talking about RVD's possible off-camera recreational indulgences with Angelo Dawkins, but the WWE capturing the fans' attention with an appearance by John Cena, then reeling them in for the finale featuring Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan and the Texas Rattlesnake Steve Austin, along with a parade of legends. Austin's promo was full of love for his wrestling brothers and sisters, but he remained true to his no-nonsense character, and his promo was the perfect end for a well-done reunion show. With any luck, the fans tuning in to see their favourite stars from the past saw things they enjoyed from today's stars and will return next week to see them strut their stuff and create new memories. But that was the good. What about the bad? Number 1. The new name for the club. AJ Styles revealed the club, currently comprised of AJ, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, will now be known as the OC, short for The Only Club. Speaking to The Wrap, the Phenomenal One explained, "We are the official, we are the original, we are the only club that matters. We are now and forever the OC." I'm not sure if it's just us, but it seems that WWE is just dying to keep the Bullet Club format by adding their own needless spin on things. Why not have something without the name club in it? Why not make something new? It may take a while, but we certainly weren't hyped at the name change. Number 2. Current talent being the sacrificial lambs. It's sad, but whenever WWE rounds up some legends to show up for a few minutes on television, there's always the feeling of who will be the sacrificial lamb and suffer a huge burial. Whether it was the Wyatt family at WrestleMania 32, the Revival at Raw's 25th anniversary show, or last night the OC, the usual trope occurs and some poor sap or faction pays the price of looking useless and weak to older wrestlers who haven't stepped in the ring for a good long time. We get it, it's a feel-good moment. Wrestlers should take a page out of Foley's books, as he's the only one who kindly put a wrestler over during the whole night. Was this a good show though? Absolutely. Was it better than Raw's 25th anniversary show? Oh, without a doubt. In fact, we wish this was the Raw 25th show that we all wanted, as we constantly had a smile on our face remembering the good old days, and as far as talent on this show, WWE did an excellent job of rounding up the best of the best. However, this show felt like a series finale rather than a reunion show. It also highlighted the fact that superstars like Hogan, Flair and Austin have more talent in their right finger than the entire roster put together. They don't even have to try to get a huge reaction from the crowd. It also seems like WWE are trying so desperately to get ratings back up. But how are you going to do that when these are just one-off specials? Legends can't come back every week, can they? Ultimately, the night was bittersweet. We loved seeing the legends, but it was like looking at an old photo album of your best memories. Those times are gone and sadly we won't be able to relive them again. The show was definitely worth watching though, but that was looking at the good and the bad. What about some no-shows? As despite being advertised for the show, the master and ruler of the world, Sid Vicious, did not grace us with his presence. Sid last appeared at Raw's 1000th episode in 2012, but was absent here. Well, according to Sportskeeda.com, Sid was removed from the list of names prior to the show. There's no explanation why he was removed, but Ryan Satin jokingly believed he had a softball tournament to attend to. Former Divas champion Nikki Bella was also absent, as according to Nikki, she's filming a blog for her YouTube channel in New Zealand. Either that or she wanted to avoid a reunion with John Cena. And though he's not a legend, well, just yet, former US champion Ricochet was supposed to be there last night, and was supposed to be involved in the DX segment last night and not Seth Rollins. According to Meltzer, Ricochet had an elbow infection, so the whole spot that Seth did with AJ Styles, that was all Ricochet. The whole idea of the DX thing, and again, I don't know if this was a Paul Heyman idea, but I know that Ricochet is one of his projects, and I know the idea of the show. One of the big ideas was that Ricochet gets a big rub in the end from DX, where they endorse him and they say he's the next big thing. That's what the segment was supposed to be. But why is it likely WWE won't do another reunion show for a long time? Now, as far as a commercial success, Raw's reunion show certainly delivered. as WWE created special merchandise for the event. According to Brad Shepard, I'm told I Was There reunion shirts are selling like hotcakes. Now there have been rumours flaring up here and there of a SmackDown reunion show taking place sometime in the near future, possibly when it moves to Fox. However, WWE might nix any plans of another reunion show, as backstage, things were a bit of a nightmare. The Wrestling Observer reported that many last-minute changes had to be made in order to accommodate certain wrestlers who were not medically cleared to wrestle, those being the older ones. Go figure, rounding up a good handful of retired and semi-retired wrestlers with only 2 weeks prep was a nightmare? Well, yes, that seems a bit obvious. But what did you guys think of the show? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.